Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
진짜네. 아쉽다. 게임 끝났어.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move.
문 퍼즐이 가는 의미야.
I really thought that was the point of it.
심오하네요. 회원가로 판매되는 당신이 좋아하는 물건. 오늘 이곳에 왜 오셨죠? 삶을 증진시키기 위해서입니까? 더 좋은 직장을 얻기 위해서인가요? 당신의 관계들을 더 중요하고 만들고 싶어서인가요? 아니죠. 당신이 이곳에 완벽해지기 위해 왔습니다. 이 워크숍은 어떻게 완벽해지는지를 알려드릴 겁니다. 전 당신들의 친구들이 당신 삶에 속한 사람들이 당신을 보고 이렇게 생각했으면 합니다. 와, 이 사람은 나보다 훨씬 대단한 사람이구나. 현재 당신 삶 속에서 당신을 누가 보면 그런 생각을 할까요? 아는 사람 중 굉장히 자기가 원래 잘 되어 비교하면 당신 스스로가 역겹게 느껴지는 그런 사람이 있나요? 그 사람이 비교하면 당신은 쓸모없고 이기적인 의미도 모르는 사람입니다. 저는 당신을 그 사람처럼 만들어드리려고 합니다. 완벽은 바로 당신의 손 안에 있습니다. 당신은 궁금해할 점은 우리가 어떻게 해야 할지가 아니라 어떻게 힘을 들이지 않고 할 수 있나입니다. 이건 쉽습니다. 이건 정말 쉬워요. 정말 쉽습니다.
About halfway through the game, the perspective
게임을
shifts.
반쯤 진행하는 시점이 바뀌어져. 완벽함이 되는 길은 얼마나 힘이 들이지 않냐에 있습니다.
And you play as the teacher.
선생으로 플레이하게 되지.
Suddenly, you discover that your
그리고
teacher
갑자기
is just
선생님도
as
플레이어처럼
bigoted and
편견에
afraid as
가득하며
you
겁에
are.
질려있다는 걸 알게 돼.
Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
뭐야 저게? 열쇠는 이겁니다. 어떻게 애쓰지 않으면 달성할 겁니다. 혼자가 된다는 건 끔찍할 거야. 당신들이 날 똑똑한 사람을 가진 참만 다행이야. 왜 내가 조용히 키우고 있잖아. 징그러. 아, 농담입니다. 와 씨발, 뒤에 뭔가 나오고 있어. 뒤를 봐. 뭐 도망치라고.
I felt pretty hard for this one.
완벽.
I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person
다른 사람들이 완벽하면 매일같이 성취감을 느낄 사람일 거라 생각하면서 끝났네요 게임이. 그 사람이 갖고 있는 작은 결함들도 보지 못하는데 너무나도 인간적으로 느껴지지.
I think about this game a lot.
요즘들의 이 게임을 자주 떠올리곤 해. 힘드나 보네. 왜? 여자친구가 힘들어하니?
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one.
4달이나?
That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this. And it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
깜짝이야. 깜짝 놀라네 진짜로. 우리 전문가들을 모으는 중이야. 우선 이 벽에 기대는 것부터 시작하자. 오. 거기 있어. 저쪽에 의자에 있는 여성 있지? 동물 사진 작가야. 내 꿈은 네 꿈은 동물 사진 작가는 쟤는 작가가 되는 것이고. 이게 네가 그녀에게서 무언가를 배울 기회야. 성공하기 위해 무언가를 얻을 기회. 자, 시작해봐. 저분에게 뭔가 말을 건네봐. 안녕하세요. 그게 다야? Wise, happy, focused, successful. 당신이 좋아요. 아니야. 그거 내가 저번에 말한 게 전혀 아니잖아. 넌 대화의 분위기를 전혀 파악을 못하고 있다고. 넌 내성적이지만 내가 원하는 건 잘 알아. 그래서 자신감이 있었어. 무슨 인지 단 한순간이었지만은 자신감이 있었다고. 아마님 감동을 이끌어내기 위해서는 더 설정이 필요하겠지. 내 주위에 사람들이 더 많았어. 오케이. 그런 작용을 할 만한 소품들을 꺼내줄게. 저 부분들을 네가 건드려 챙겨서 주변의 사람들에게 다시 보완해줄 거야. 다시 해봐. 주변의 사람들? 분명 고통에 기대는 것으로 무언가를 배우셨겠군요. 키키고 뭔 소리래 이게. 또 엉망을 하고 있네. 그렇게 개인적인 소재를 꺼내면 사람들이 기겁할 거라고. 너는 이게 얼마나 중요한지 깨닫지 못하는 거야? 난 다른 이 기회시 뭐어쩌 못할 거라고. 모든 게 여기에 달려있다. 다른 걸 한번 시도해보자. 무대 뒤쪽으로 걸어나가봐. 끝나는데 게임이? 게임이 끝났어.
The game ends with this eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution, social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself.
그렇게 느껴지네요.
And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new
이
game.
게임 만들기 4개월 걸렸다고 했잖아. 메비우스 여행. 이 게임을 제대로 플레이하기 위해서 눈을 감고 있어야만 합니다. 클릭을 하면 게임이 시작됩니다. 오케이, 눈을 감겠습니다. 야 씨발 눈을 감고 있는데 이런 걸 어떻게 읽어? 눈 떠봤더만. 블라인드. 대체 무슨 일이야? 슈바. 야. 슈바. 나를 향해 오고 있어. 도와줘, 눈이 멀었어.
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
저를 향해서 오고 있는데요? 슈바. 방어막 활성화. 슈바. 이거 어떻게 하라는 거야? 끝났잖아 게임. 이미 여기가 종착점인데 이미 게임이? 정직한 말을 하는 거야. 내 작업은 언제나 재밌어. 그래? 슈바 새끼. Truth. 정직한 말? 난 이런 것들을 계속 만들 수가 없어. 이럴 수가. 코니는 더 이상 이런 걸 만들 수가 없었어.
Like I said, I was getting concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking.
그리고 이렇게 명시적으로 뭔가를 나타낸 적이 없네. 이렇게
But
심지어
then even
대화로.
weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble
아이디어
iterating
반복에
on
대한
ideas,
더
but
이상 새로운
he
아이디어를
literally
만들어
just
생각할 수
can't
없게
think
된
of new
거야.
ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
난 정직하지 않았어. 난 갇혀버렸어. 더 이상 뭘 해야 할지 모르겠어. 우린 이제 괜찮아질 거야.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
코다가 게임을 좀 더 끝내기까지 오랜 시간이 걸리기 시작합니다. 3개월, 4개월, 5개월. 그리고 게임 점점 더 절망적으로 아이디어가 부족하고 너무 명시적으로 자신의 이야기를 하고 있죠. 게임을 통해서. 그리고 실제로 만나봤을 때 게임 약간 모든 것에 대해서 자신과 사회를 단절하려는 걸 합리성을 보이는 게임을 아까 오페라 극장에서도 만들어줬죠. 그 게임 기간 아마 창작 기간이 4개월. 그리고 이 게임을 하나 만드는데 좀 더 오래 걸렸다고 했고 방금 그 우주선 게임에서도 너무나도 명백했죠. 뭐야? 여기서 어떻게 나가야지? 거기 누가 있는 거야? 정말 멋진데 누군가 말한 건 좀 오랜만이거든. 무슨 일이야? 길을 잃은 것 같은데? 아이디어가 완전히 바닥나버렸어. 더 이상 아무것도 생각할 수가 없어. 그럴 수가. 무슨 일이야? 뭔가 달라지게 있는 거야? 내가 계속할 수 있었던 기기가 있었는데 지금은 멈추어 버렸어. 그것이 바로 열정. 자, 혹시 그 기계를 찾고 있는 거야? 그거 어디일 거 알 것 같은데? 여기서 그리 멀지 않아. 딕션이 왜 이러지? 날 거기로 데려다줘.
If the last game featured
만약
Coda
이전
talking
게임이 코다가
explicitly
창작에
about
대한
his
명백한
creative
조달감,
frustrations,
이건 그 한계
this one
선까지
turns
조달해
it up
있어.
to 11.
그렇네.
Now, put
그냥
yourself in my
끝났네.
shoes, please. Here's a friend whose work is
한
exhibiting
친구가
signs
자기
of
힘겹고
struggle,
좌절스럽고 불안해하는
frustration,
우울스럽기까지 한
anxiety,
것이 계속 보이게 돼.
depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps
그럼에도 그는
making
계속 게임을
games.
만들어.
He keeps
그는 분명히 더
throwing
이상
himself
계속할
into the
힘이
grinder,
없으며
even
계속해서
when he
자신을
clearly
분쇄기에
doesn't have the
던져.
energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
기계는 어려운 퍼즐을 지켜주고 있거든. 내가 퍼즐을 푸는 걸 도와주는 기계를 찾을 수 있을 거야. 어때? 좋아. 아, 친구가 왜 그래? 라는 생각밖에 안 나. 완벽해. 도대체 왜 그러는 거야? 이쪽으로 와. 내가 안내해 줄게.
Because from my perspective at the time and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with.
완전히 고립돼
He
있어.
had no outlet to ground himself on.
자신 스스로를 발산하는 곳이 전혀 없게 된 거지. 우선 문을 열어야 해. 그리고 첫 번째 문을 닫아야 해. 누군가에게 자신의 우월성을 가르쳐주고 있죠. 이제 그냥 이 스위치를 눌러. 정말 간단한데?
You can't talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
멋진 기분이야. 거짓말을 말하고 있어. 거짓말이야. 정말 열정이 멈춰나. 계속해.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself,
스스로
and I hated
해봤는데
it.
정말 싫었어.
I hated seeing him so trapped.
그가 스스로 그렇게
like-
가두는 걸 싫었어.
Video games are not worth this
이런
amount of
거대한
suffering.
고통을 부담할 만한 가치가 없어. 자신이 만든 게임들의 대사가
This is someone I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me.
인내심을 가져. 날 믿어야만 해. 정말 이대로만 하면 돼. 자, 계속해줘. 고통 따윈 쉽게 떨치죠. 점점 혼자만의 공간이 너무 커지고 있어요.
I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop. But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months
멈출 수가
and comes up
없었던
with a new
겁니다.
game.
코다는 이것밖에 할 수가 없었어. 이거 이외에는 몰랐어. 코다는 외부 세계와 단절이 돼 있었고 게임을 만드는 것으로, 그리고 그 게임 속에 있는 어떤 상대 대상을 만들어서 그 사람과 대화를 함으로써 자신을 발산하는 것밖에 못하는 거예요. 발산할 수 있는 대상이 사람으로 향하지 않고 게임 속에 있는 NPC로 향했다는 거예요. 당신이 원하는 대로 침을 시작하시면 됩니다. 아주 좋습니다. 다음은 주요를 드리자면 누군가 지들을 불렀습니다. 그러나 아마 이목이 좀 쏠려있을 겁니다. 또한 기기에 대해 한 가지 알아두셔야 할 것이 있습니다. 이 기계는 스스로를 코다라고 부른다고 합니다. 기계를 붙잡아 놨대요. 시끄러워. 기계? 기계를 대체 어떻게 하실 건가요? 저게 유독한 게임들이 어디서 온 거죠? 이 다음엔 뭘 하실 거죠? 대체 뭘 하실 거죠? 대체 어떻게 저 기계를 잡은 겁니까? 기계는 처벌받게 되나요? 현재 기계는 어디에 있죠? 저기요, 제발 1분만. 기계가 스스로를 해명할까요? 코다를 자기 자신을 지금 기계라고 부르고 있어요. 이게 코다입니다. 코다가 자기를 상상한 바로 그거예요. 넌
And of
멈춰도
course, it's the machine.
네 작업실이 우리를 살아있게 해. 빨리 기계에 움직여줘. 저 밖에 있는 사람들, 내가 그 사람들을 어떤 고통에 몰아넣는지 상상한가? 이 창작물들이 오직 우리를 살아있게 하면 매일매일. 대체 우리가 어떻게 네가 일을 시작할 수 있어? 다시 믿을 수 있으니까. 시작으로 이건 어때? 밖에 나가서 저들에게 사과를 드리는 거야. 난 너무나도 외로웠어. 그치? 날 떠난 것을 사과해. 싫어? 아무것도? 싫어? 좋아. 그럼 내가 대신 사람들에게 사과하지. 내 추종자들이요, 골칫거리를 폭로하겠습니다. 아마 1번이 맞았을 거야. 그래도 코다는 게임을 만들 거거든. 기가가 저를 의도적으로 괴롭히는 걸 인정하지 않겠다고 합니다. 유후. 우린 이제 기계의 게임이 필요하지 않습니다. 우리가 실패자가 아니라는 것을 보여줍시다. 어때? 우린 기계가 만든 모든 것을 파괴할 겁니다. 따라오세요. 우린 기계를 파괴할 겁니다. 슈발. 기계가 만든 모든 것? 기계를 파괴하자. 그 두 개를 골라도 이미 똑같았을 것 같아. 여긴 보다 너의 작업을 여기서 확실히 끝내주지. 이게 두려워하는 게 아닌가. 이 소중한 저건물들 없이 살아가는
So
것.
now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation. And so, as I'm thinking this, I realized that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work? So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all is just to give them some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
왜 두려워했던 거예요, 애초에? 그냥 나가기 싫었던 거 아니었어? Put down the weapon.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do?
Yeah.
Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy.
But 그러지 않았어.
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made.
2010년에서 12년까지
So let's
아무것도
take a look.
만들지 않았네. 타워라는 게임이고 얼마나 제작이 됐는지는 모르겠네요.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game. this room actually has a maze in it.
메이즈.
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played, it actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
아 고마워. 안 되네. 이게 진짜로 코다가 만든 게임이라니. 왜 이런 짓을?
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification
플레이하기
to be
수정을 해야
playable.
때 첫 게임은
Like
아니야.
the house cleaning game.
집 청소
You
게임.
know, that one used to
사실 그
actually
게임
loop the
영원히
cleaning
집안을
chores and
청소하는
you
것을
just clean
반복해야
the
하는
house
게임이었어.
forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end.
그럴 것
But
같더라.
that game had an idea that it was actually trying to
소통하려는
communicate.
관념이 있었어. 그래.
What's the
그래서
deeper idea
대화하려고 했잖아.
behind the invisible maze? The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
1월 617. 왜 1월 617이야? 이걸 알아낸 거야, 너는? 아, 잘못했다. 허다한테서 무슨 일이 생긴 거죠? 이해를 못하겠네.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first two challenges and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that. Was I a failure for not understanding this game?
정하네?
I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution. But I feel
어떤
it
일인지
somehow.
알게 돼.
I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why.
코다의 게임을 보여주고 코다가 이렇게 된 건가요?
I remember, it's June of 2011.
내가
I'm
이
playing this for the very
게임을
first
처음
time.
플레이하고 있을
And as I'm
때였지.
playing, I'm thinking to myself,
이런 생각이 들었어.
I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean.
그래.
And he wouldn't.
그래? 말 새끼네.
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left. And it felt somehow like I had failed.
비극이런 비극.
Where did I screw up?
이 목소리가 여기까지 책망하는 게 느껴지네요. 그래, 이게
I'm the
문제였어.
reason that you stopped making games, aren't I? It's
이거였어,
because of what
이거.
I did.
이거.
I poisoned it for you.
이거였어. 말하면 안 됐어, 내 생각에는. 데이비라는 이름이 데이비였구나. 데이비라서 알려준 거지. 그 사람들이 어떤 평가를 내던지는 별로 중요하지 않았죠. 여러분도 딱 보면 알겠지만.
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
너네 개인적인 공간에
And
침투해선
the people who
내
played
어딘가
them,
이 게임 사이에
they
해답을
treated me like
끼워넣지도 않들었어.
I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, it was... I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself. And then you stopped, and I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
데이비는
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
아무 일도 할 수가 없다.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work, is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. Oh, not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay. more, 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 more love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more, more, more.
신드롬이죠? 이거 뭐였지?
like a
착한 아이 신드롬인가요? 그런 신드롬이 있는 걸로 알고 있는데. 뭐, 이 사람이 그냥... 야, 데이브라는 사람은 별로 좋지 않은 생각이에요, 여러분. 뭔가 아니 사람마다 달라요. 물론 사람마다 다르다는 건 정말 어떤 문제에도 해답이 될 수 있는 마법의 말이기 때문에 별로 하고 싶은 말은 아니긴 하지만 사람마다 달라요. 이것 때문에 해결이 되는 사람도 있고 안 되는 사람도 있죠. 내 생각에는 글로만 봐도 느껴지는 걸, 게임만 봐도 느껴지는 게, 이 사람은 뭔가 그 남에게 자기 게임을 보여줘서 와 잘했다라는 거를 들음으로써 뭔가를 해결할 수 있는 사람은 아니라는 걸, 나 동료이기 때문에 느껴지는 건지는 모르겠지만 그냥 알 수 있을 것 같았어. 데이브라는 사람은 자신이 그런 말을 듣기 위해 결론적으로 이거를 했다는 게 되고, 남에게 이 사람의 게임을 보여주겠다는 게 되고.
I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games,
라고 생각합니다.
maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate.
안 되지 않았을까라고.
I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons.
아까 그게 마지막 게임이라며.
Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
여긴 또 어디야? 이건 누가 만든 게임이요?
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than
나의
validation,
삶이 사는 것이 입증돼 무언가에 끌려다닐 걸 알았다면 그게 대체 뭘까?
it's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
의존증인가? 친구 중에도 이런 애가 있었는데 한심해 보이기도 했었지.
What now?
더 이상 코비가 게임을 만들지
I
않아.
think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for. And so I'm just gonna... Okay.
뭐가 오케이요? 게임 난리 났네 진짜. 이걸 통과해야 될 것 같아 왠지. 뭐냐? 내려 올라가고 있는 건가 내가? 궁전? 신전 같은데 네요. 누가 만든 게임일까요? 코지? 코지가 이름 맞나? 데이브? 데이브는 일종의 해설자인 줄 알았어. 근데 알고 친구라고 입장 표명을 했지만 약간 해석력이 분석력이 뛰어난 제3자로서 이 게임을 어떻게 좀 더 알기 쉽게 내 친구가 이런 생각을 했을 것 같다라고 말해주는 줄 알았는데 아니었네. 야 그거 아니야? 첫 번째 때 있었던 그거? 뭐야 지금 나보고 희생하라는 거냐? 이 씨발 새끼가. 어? 끝없는 미로, 우주, 그리고 구름.
Turn back from this cave. You said, let me prove that I'm brave. Let me keep going. But the cave goes for miles and miles and miles.
이 노래 이름인가요?
And you're so tired, but I know that you're strong.
끝이 났네.
So turn back, turn back.
그러고 보니 그게 탑이었구나. 그래.
오늘 게임 그럼 여기까지 해보도록 할게요. 여러분, 비기너즈 가이드 지금까지 시청해주신 모두 감사합니다. 그럼 빠이!